Hello everyone, I'm Dad Machima from Dad and Kids Play 1, and this is the first installment of Rygar for the NES. This is a walkthrough of the full game from start to finish. We're going to show tips on how to find every item in the game and how to defeat all the bosses. So with that being said, let's get started. We begin our journey in the Suero Mountains. From the start, go to the right. Take out the turtle enemies as well as the rolling creatures. Our main goal is to journey to the far right entrance. Make sure to jump over the bottomless pits. If you're feeling overwhelmed by the enemies, you can go Mario and jump on their heads. When you reach the door to the far end on the right, go through it. I have to say that this level looks amazing and it sets the tone for the rest of the game. The heroic music with the sunset in the orange sky, it gels together quite well. So we're now in the Grand Mountains and it's quite a large area. Our main purpose is to make our way to Gorlas. To get there, keep heading to the right. Take out the rolling creatures in your path and be sure to use the second rope to reach the treetop. So I was watching a video on this game and I see that it is possible to clear the gap without using the trees, but the jump itself is very risky in my opinion. Once there, use the trees to make it across the large gap below. Now climb down the third rope and keep heading to the right. You will now see a new enemy. These creatures are called Pholorachus. They resemble a large lizard and will try to run into you. It will take a few hits to take them out since at this point in the game you're still very weak. Now take the fourth rope up, then head to the left towards the door we just passed. That will take us to Gorlas. Once we make it to Gorlas, the game will change its perspective from side view to overhead view. Head upwards, then make the first turn on the left. Be careful of the Hyoking here. They're not all that strong, but will continue to emerge from the ground. Try your best to avoid them as you proceed. Continue upwards and take out the tree-like enemy called Knoble. Just try your best to avoid the projectiles it fires at you. Otherwise, it's a fodder enemy. Now, go to the right and make your way towards the Lion Shrine to acquire the grappling hook. With the grappling hook, Rygar will be able to reach places at a higher height and that is out of range. Now with this newly acquired item, we need to find the entrance to the Valley of Rosa. To get there, simply reverse your steps, then proceed back to the very beginning of Gorlas. Let the truth be told, I never actually beat this game until recent times. So yeah, sorry to say, but 30 plus years later, I finally beat the game. Well, as they say, better late than never, right? Once you reach the beginning area, proceed to the right in a straight path. Be mindful of the Hyoking here. From here, continue and head upwards. Don't worry about the strange white rope that is attached to the tree stump. We will deal with those later. Right now, we can just simply walk to where we're going. Also, I like to mention that it's very important you don't walk too close to the edge of the ground while you're in Gorlas. Doing so can cause you to fall into the water, which will result in an instant death. Once you make your way around the water, take that immediate turn to the right. Now walk up the stairs and proceed to the second lion shrine to enter the Valley of Rosa. In the Valley of Rosa, the camera will shift back to side view. Anyways, we will encounter a new enemy type here. An obelisk or merman-like creatures that will try to fly into Rygar. The best way to deal with them is to hit them so they will get behind you. Now keep moving forward and they will never catch up to you. For the remainder of this guide, I would simply refer to them as mermen. Now as you jump from platform to platform, make sure you don't fall off or you will be instantly unalive. Make your way up the white rope, then continue to the right. This bat-looking monster is called Mulligan. They will track your location and try to fly into you. Take them out before they get too close. The floating castle he speaks of is the final area of the game, but we still have a ways to go before we get there. And the grappling hook is definitely a key component to reach the end of the game. Alright, from here, take the white rope down. Keep moving to the right and be very careful of the flying merman. Remember, once they get behind you, just keep moving forward and you should be good to go. Take the white rope up, then continue to the right. Now take the next rope down and keep heading right. Continue to flee from the merman and head for the door to the right. This level has a new enemy type, and in order to proceed, we need to use the grappling hook. If you fall into the water, then it's game over, so try your best not to fall. Take out the merman and make your way up the white ropes. Up here, take out the Mogalian, then press up and the B button to use the grappling hook. Then hop over to the next branch at the left, then use the grappling hook again. Now go into the door to restore your health. From here, press down and the B button to climb down with your grappling hook. Take out the Mogalians as you head to the right. Remember, falling at any point here is fatal. Once you make it to the white rope, use it to climb down. Keep going to the right and we will meet our new enemy. It is called a Kinatarnos. These beasts are a pain with the projectile it shoots. Simply walk to the left a bit to where they're off screen, then to the right to despawn them. The Kinatarnos play a key role in defeating the first boss of the game. When you make it to where it appears to be a dead end, use the grappling hook to pull yourself up. Eruga is the first boss of the game, and that's where we're headed to now. Now keep going to the right, then use the rope to climb down. Proceed to the right and carefully despawn the next Kinatarnos. Hop over the gap And don't let the merman knock you into the water. Keep going to the right and prepare for the first boss battle. This boss had annihilated me when I first fought it. Being that we are still in a weakened state, we can't really afford to get hit here. To be a Eruga, stand close to him. When it fires its spread shot, jump over it to clear the attack. Quickly hit it 3 times with your disc armor, then rinse and repeat. If Eruga hits you twice, then it's game over. If you find yourself struggling with the boss, go outside back into the forest, then defeat the counter-tornals over and over. Doing so will increase your tone level. The higher your tone level, the more damage you do with your disc armor. From my understanding, you need a tone of at least 48 to do some damage to Eruga. Honestly, that is still too low for me, so I went with a battle tone of 86, I believe. Once you beat Eruga, go through the door to the right and acquire the wind pulley from the Endora god. So now with the wind pulley in hand, we are now ready for our next destination, which is Mount Primeval. Tune in next time as we uncover more tips and tricks in Rygar for the NES. I'm Dad Mishima. See you next episode.